AI can write your presentation, it can write your slides, it can even clone your voice. But what it can't do is be in the room. So I've been doing a series on skills that I think are going to be more useful in the age of AI. We talked about metacognition, we've talked about emotional intelligence. And this one might be the most anxiety producing, and that is public speaking and storytelling. And the science behind what makes delivery work is wild. Hi, my name is Debbie. I'm a digital psychologist and I help you use tech smarter. So, they did this study at Princeton where they had somebody tell a story, but they put them in an fMRI to look at their brain waves. And they also had people listen to the story and also had them go through an fMRI to look at their brain waves. And what they found was that the better you were at storytelling, the more the brain waves of the storyteller started to affect the brain waves of the listeners so that their brain waves started to synchronize. So being a great storyteller means that you can literally change people's brain waves to match your own. That's not a slide deck or an AI generated script. That is a human connecting to other humans and actually changing their brains. So here's the part that should be a little bit more encouraging is that the way that we tell stories can be learned. And so charismatic speaking is not a personality trait. It is something that you can work on. It can actually be a set of vocal techniques. And so they did this really cool research where they looked at Mark Zuckerberg giving a talk and Steve Jobs. And there's a couple things that they found from Steve Jobs is that he used shorter phrases, he spoke a little bit louder, and he modulated his pitch and his rhythm for emphasis. Part of what makes delivery so enticing is actually the changes. So, for instance, if you're talking really loud and then you go very soft, or you're talking and then you pause, it's actually in those moments of change that people pay attention. So you don't want to be modulating all the time because that's so much change all the time that your brain just starts to turn off. But what you want to do is identify points in your speech where you want people to pay attention or you want people to slow down. And so that's where you might modulate the pitch of your voice, you might modulate the rhythm, or you might want to pay attention to which words you want to have more emphasis so that people know what is the thing that they have to listen to most. Last one that I would leave you with is actually the nervousness that people get when they do public speaking. And so there's really interesting research on that. This is getting to be long, so I'll put that in another video. So stay tuned for the second part of public speaking, and happy practicing.